Hoo boy. Alright, so I'm dead. I believe I died of poor health, although not especially blessed. We hope Gilbert will find peace in the afterlife. So I'm now taking over as this 10-year-old Duchess. So be it. No pretenders, no lost titles. So who... I thought my regent was supposed to be the Bishop of Northumberland. Positions. Okay, apparently it wiped my council for some reason. Court chaplain, definitely going to be Jocelyn. Chancellor. Actually, I should make Jocelyn Chancellor. Of course, now he's going to be mad at me because I took him out of a council position. Ulfer, the crazy pagan shaman, will be my marshal. Steward. You could be my spy master. Oh, spy master with a negative 31 opinion of me. That's great. Stephen. Yeah, he'd make a good steward. And then I'll wait until it'll let me appoint the Bishop of Lindisfarne as my thing. Discontented council, unsurprisingly. They're being led by a 10-year-old girl. Yeah. I'm going to open the gates. I'm just going to take our chances here. I'm going to get plague immediately, I'm sure. Commander, Richard, Reese, sure. Gain back some of the weight you lost and finally no longer feel hungry all the time. Alright. So can we close the gates again, now that I went out and got some food? Abandoned the commoners. Expires in May of 1350. Okay. Anti-papacy is ended. I have a new vassal. New Bishop of Durham. Would he make a good chancellor by any chance? Okay, there. I can put Jocelyn in there. And then he'll be my new... There we go. Your court chaplain, Prince Bishop Stephen of Durham, has been discovered charging money for various religious favors, putting the gold in his own pocket. Intolerable. He loses 50 prestige and 50 piety, and he won't like me. Disappointing but understandable. My opinion of him decreases. I get annoyed religious authorities until 1354, and minus 10 temple debt. I'm gonna put him in his place. Did Ulford die? Did he die of the plague? Yep. Oh. I thought you had healing spirits, Ulfur! Where are your healing spirits now? Do we even have enough people left to fill our council positions? We don't. We don't even have... Let's see. Can we invite like a warrior to court? Donate to the Hospitallers. That might not be new. Okay, promote commander. That's what we want. Humphrey. He's got a pretty decent military stats there. Jocelyn will go back to being our court physician. I believe he still has the... He is on the council. Oh, is this a different Jocelyn? Mayor Maurice has died of the plague. This is going downhill fast. It's burned its way through, you know, Persia. I think it's gonna be a while before we get a reprieve from this. Yeah, just putting butts in chairs is gonna become rather difficult. Sure, why not? You have an intrigue score of 3, but at this point, who really cares? Let's maybe see if we can make the Pope like us. Maybe he'll send some magic Pope dust to save us. Actually, you're supposed to be fabricating claims on York. Righteous imprisonment. Going against the will of the council will be viewed as an act of tyranny. Okay, so 6 against imprisoning him. Pope Gregorius has died of the plague, unsurprisingly. So the Pope's magic Pope dust can't help us because even the Pope is down with the sickness. Southern Europe ravaged by plague. Panic is rising as the plague reaps its victims across southern Europe. Peasants and nobles alike have gathered in the churches to pray for mercy from their god. Even as the great Rome has become littered with corpses, many fear that the taint is sent by him as punishment for the people's sins. King Edward of England has inherited the county of Bordeaux because the Earl of Bordeaux has died of the plague. After being skillfully treated by court physician Bishop Jocelyn of Lindisfarne, my sister Blanche is feeling much better. Did she have plague? She does have the plague. Successful treatment has boosted her health from -7 to -5. Still probably will not survive. I should compensate him for a job well done. When can we shut the gates again? 13... Oh, and he died of the plague. So our physician has now died of the plague. After treating my sister for plague. Just everybody is dead of the plague. Who, like... Okay, that was... Were there 2 Bishop Jocelyn's of Lindisfarne? I don't know at this point. She's feeling better. Okay. So does she get that modifier twice? Mild illness. The plague is a mild illness? Alright, well, I'll keep paying him to give her whatever medicine. I was playing with my new doll I've found forgotten in the kitchen when Blanche attacked me and tried to take the doll. Are we sure this is the plague and not the zombie virus? She screamed at me to give back her doll and grew more agitated as I kept holding the doll. They become close friends. I give the doll back to her. Fine, whatever. It's not even a pretty doll. Doll is mine now. I gain greedy and we become bitter rivals. I think we need to be friends in these dark times. Oh, can't quite put your finger on what's wrong. You don't feel quite right. I have malaise. The bishop is confident your symptom is not due to a serious illness and that it will pass quite soon. Nevertheless, you'll receive some mild treatment. Insisted that the foul smells of civilization made you sick and ordered you to take daily walks in the wilderness. Okay, there's rats out there. Okay, so on the 1st of May, we can shut the door again. Good symptom treatment. Okay. Stephen has died of, you guessed it, the plague. So we now have no steward. Oh, double over in pain as you're beset by painful cramps. Oh, please don't be the plague. Please don't be the plague. Seek treatment for illness. Good, let's do it. Symptoms not due to a serious illness. Okay. Suggested you should spend more time in prayer. Okay. Africa ravaged by plague. Death is haunting the continent of Africa as plague is spreading among its inhabitants. Blackened bodies lay rotting in the sun and the stench is unbearable. Many have fled the larger settlements, but the epidemic flows with the bodies floating down the Nile and the Niger. When will it end? Seek treatment for illness. I can do that again. Okay. And I can shut the gates. So let's shut the gates. If I already have plague, it's not really going to help. But, alright. Confident symptoms not due to a serious illness. Illness was caused by too much laughter. To make you better, he forbade This guy's supposed to be an expert a renowned physician. Forbid everyone to tell you jokes and provide you with tedious notes. Okay, so... Western Europe ravaged by plague. From the Rock of Gibraltar to the ports of London, the plague has been spreading, harvesting the lives of nobles and farmers alike. The countryside of the afflicted areas have been left haunting and desolate. Here and there pyres from the burning of the disease can be seen from miles away. Yeah, decent symptom treatment. Cool. Alright, your malaise is no more. If it wasn't just imagination, then whatever caused it must have disappeared. So the cramps, hopefully, are just an adolescence thing and not a bubonic plague thing, is what I'm hoping. Blanche is cured. She survived the plague. So at least she'll still be alive if I end up having it. This doesn't cost money, does it? I guess I can just keep... Worried you have syphilis. Bishop made you drink salty water to induce vomiting. It was very effective. Okay. How exactly is this girl getting syphilis? That's what I am a little worried about. Food poisoning you most likely suffer from. Alright. Minor symptom treatment. Cool. Education focus. I am going to focus on diplomacy. I want to be a great diplomat. Indolent, willful... Oh, it'll be hampered because I'm willful, so I don't have the temperament for it. I have indolent and willful, so rowdy, willful are good. Playful, fussy, rowdy, affectionate, brooding, conscientious, indolent, timid, idolizers, brooding, playful. So actually, martial education is where my heart will lead me, and so I will listen to that. Arthur. Sure. Oh, I can't. I guess I can't send my counselors out when they're in seclusion with me. I can't use their abilities. King Edward's still alive. Doesn't have the plague. He's stressed, understandably. Humphrey has died. He's disfigured, so he was wearing a mask, apparently. So I need a new marshal. There are no new marshals, so I'm going to have to promote a commander. Promote commander. Oh, I can't be secluded. He's inheriting all the land of his vassals because they keep dying without heirs. Oh, check that out. There's like pyres and they're throwing the bodies on. That's awesome. Look at that. I like it. Alright. So, Commander Edward. I have indisputable proof that my regent Matthew is embezzling. He's not even related to it. Like, who is this guy? Why is he the regent? The traitor? He's our heir to the bishopric of Lindisfarne. Screw you, Matthew. I've learned that if I put my mind to something, I will usually get it. So my willful trait has turned into stubborn, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Diplomacy, stewardship, yeah. Northern Europe ravaged by plague. Not even the most remote regions of the world are safe. The plague has struck Northern Europe. The streets of many cities deserted as their inhabitants have fled in fear. Despite the heavy quarantine in the harbors, many a ghost ship eerily drifts across the Baltic Sea. When will it end? When will it end? The Faroes and Shetlands are okay. Edward of England has inherited some more land in Wales from people who have died. There's open revolts in Ireland, but that's not that unusual. France. France has survived. Come on. We can almost open the doors safely. Plague is receding. Well, it's kind of making its way across Germany and Eastern Europe now. Oh, there's no more plague ships in the channel. London is safe. Essex is safe. I think we might have survived the plague. I don't want to jinx it. I'm crossing my fingers. Eastern Europe ravaged by plague. Death comes to all, and in Eastern Europe the terror is becoming mundane. The plague has been ravishing the lands, unbiased regarding social status of men, indifferently claiming even babies from the arms of their parents. Travels to the area are currently discouraged. You have a travel advisory warning for Eastern Europe. I still can't tell... Okay, so here's depopulation. Minor depopulation. Levy size, city tax. All of our taxes go down by 20%. Reduce supply limit, reduce garrison size. We gain disease resistance because the people who are still alive have a disproportionate immunity. I wonder if we have anywhere that's even worse. Oh, they didn't have a hospital in London. Still only minor depopulation. What about Paris? Significant depopulation. So this can get pretty bad. I wonder if there's a depopulation map mode. That would be nice. I guess we could look at economy. No, it's just base level economy. Oh, come on! Kaiser Gerlach the Drunkard has set up Pope Gerlach as an anti-pope named Nicolaus V. Alright! We no longer have Black Death in our county, and we can open the gates. Open the gates! Special minor titles have randomly become grantable. Do we have... There we go. Oh no. He has terrible diplomacy. There must have been two different Jocelyn's that I was getting confused between. Alright. I want you to fabricate claims on York. Collect taxes. So my father did not survive the plague, but I did. And my sisters did. Both of them, actually. So good on our court physician. He did his job. There could be a resurgence of Black Death, but I think we've made it through for now. We have a little bit of a staffing crisis going on, which the medieval church actually did as well. After the plague, they had the same problem you actually saw happening here, where there were like not enough qualified people to fill offices. And there's actually a school of thought that argues that was one of the causes of the Protestant Reformation. Basically, that the church couldn't be selective. They just needed to put asses in chairs, asses in seas, as you might say. And that was really bad. I'm aware of that. And so you ended up with a lot of like corrupt, underqualified churchmen. And, oh, well, there's actually Grim Reapers floating on the map. That's a little over the top, but I still like it. Oh, it's for severe depopulation. Jeez, minus 60. But it gives you plus 25 disease resistance. See, we were smart. We built a hospital. You guys should get on top of your shit. But yeah, so that's part of what caused the corruption in the church, to finish my earlier thought. That caused people like Martin Luther to be like, no, let's be Protestants now. Those were his exact words. No, let's be Protestants now. That's going to end this segment. This will actually probably be broken up into multiple segments, but plague is still ravaging Western and Northern Britain, Ireland, the Nordic countries, except for in the far southern areas. Stockholm is finally free of it. Milaran has got some plague still floating in there. There's still some rats swimming around. And Eastern Europe is now taking the worst of it, as well as the Mali Empire. Meanwhile, Italy has measles. Like, they just survived the Black Death, and now it's like, hey, how'd you guys like some measles? And we will be back with more. We've still got quite a while to go. This particular preview build will allow us to play up to 1445. And here's the interesting thing about that is that conspicuously ends right about when EU4 starts. And there's nothing in the embargo that says I could not convert this to EU4 and continue playing it when I hit 1444. So we'll see. There might be some converter glitches since this is a build of this game that is probably not made to work with the current retail build of EU4 that I have. But we'll probably at least try it if we get that far. And we will see you next time, my fellow brave survivors of the plague.